Namaskaram girls. In the last session we saw about the Pattu Pattu Ettu Thogai. What are the sources we have come across, epigraphy, Tamil Brahmi inscriptions, all that we saw in the last class. In this session we are going to see about the Sangam age. Sangam age, that is, it is in the history of South India. It says about the history of South India. Before the early historic period, okay girls, and this is because of the textual sources, Sangam literature, Tamil Brahmi inscriptions, all this says about the Sangam society. There are many literatures shows the important studies of the people and the society to the relevant period. When you come for chronology, that is said, scholars, they have started to write the chronology of the Sangam society. This society started from the 3rd century BC to 3rd century AD. So it's mentions in the Greco-Roman text. Greco-Roman text is nothing but the combination of the Greeks and the Romans. Okay. That is a Greco-Roman text. It was, and also the Tamil Brahmi inscriptions we have to know from that inscriptions about the Cheras, Cholas, Pandyas, which was mentioned in the Ashokan inscription. Okay. When you come for Thinai, this is in a Tamil grammar work of the Tolkappiyam. And their concept, only the Tamil poems. It's a poetic theme. This is divided into the two, Agam and Puram. Agam, it says about the family life and the love, whereas Puram, it says of the war and heroism. Okay, this is the one of the Thinais. When you come for Aindhinai, Kurunji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal, Palai. Okay girls? Kurunji, Mullai, Marudam, Neidal, Palai. Kurunji, the place covered with hill and mountains. Whereas Mullai, forest and pastoral area. Pastoral area means where the cattle will go and graze the ground. Marudam, fertile places, particularly near the river banks. Neidal, coastal areas. Coastal areas means that is the land near the sea. That is called as a coastal. The last one, Palai, it covers full of sand, that is a desert. So this Aindhinai is divided into 5. This is a 5 landscape. Okay. Which this all mentions in the Sangam literature. This is about the Sangam age of the introduction. When you come for Sangam polity means political powers in the Sangam period. So there were the many chiefdoms, many communities started to rule among themselves. Among them, Vendas or this is the old early historic period we are calling as a early historic period as a Vendas. And the Velis in the Sangam age is called as a chieftains. Okay. All these have mentioned in the, we can comes to know about from the Ashoka. He conquered that place, Kalinga, which is a part of Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. When you come for Moovendar, when you say Moovendar itself, says about the Cheras, Cholas and Pandyas. So each one by one we can see. First we will go for the Cheras. They are ruling the area of the Kerala and the western part of Tamil Nadu. Their capital was Vanchi and their port was Mussoorie and Tondi. I will show that in the Garland. Garland means they use the flower of the palm. Their symbol was bow and arrow. This you might have studied in the 5th standard. Am I correct girls? So Cheras They are using the port, Mussoorie and Tondi. Mussoorie and Tondi, and they say about the Mussoorie places which was mentioned in the poems Paditru Padal. They says about that Paditru Padal, Chera kings and the territories, how they have ruled, all this stuff they have mentioned. The coins of the Cheras also found in Karur. Silappadigaram has speaks about the Cheran Chenguttuvan for the conquering and construct a temple of Kannagi, temple for Kannagi. So these are about the Cheras. When you come for the Cholas, they were ruling areas as Kaveri Delta and northern parts of Tamil Nadu. Their capital was Urayur. Their port was Kaveri Pumpattinam. So Pattinapalai, when you take Pattinapalai, they says about the Kaveri Pumpattinam. And Kadalur, Uruthuran Kannanar, Silappadigaram describes about the Kaveri Pumpattinam. The famous king was Karigala Cholan. He has constructed a dam which was used for the irrigation purpose, and their Cholas period was peak in the 10th to 13th century. Their symbol was tiger. The irrigation system was fine in the period of the Karigalan. He only introduced, and to storing of the water he constructed dam. So they started to have a copper coins with the image of tiger, elephant. Many sacred symbols they have used in the coins. And when you come for Pandyas, they were ruling in the southern part of Tamil Nadu, which is the capital of Madurai. Many literary traditions was there. All that mentioned in the Tamil Sangam, and they had a Sangam. So Mangulam, that is Tamil Brahmi sculptures, their symbol was fish. When you want to know in the Tamil Brahmi script, Nedunjeliyan, Nedion, the king, the famous kings who has ruled in the Sangam period of the Pandyas. Okay. When you come for Velis and chieftains. Velis, that is the Pandyas is the major one. Under them, the regions are divided for them. Some regions are divided for them. So they were ruling under them. The main Velis or chieftains are Pari, Kari, Ori, Nalli, Began, Ai, Adiyaman. All these people. These are the people you might have comes to know that. Who are their 7 members? Who was famous for one? Please think and say to my personal number. So all these they have mentioned in the Sangam literature. When you come for society, society, that is the group of people forms the society. Correct, girls? So chieftains ruled by a chief, that is called as a king, that is the Velis or chieftains. Who are all in the society? Panar, Paratavar, Ainar, Ulavan, Kanavar, Vetuvar, Maravar. All these people are composition of the society. The priest is called as an Andanar. Apart from this Andanar, they have a blacksmith, pottery maker, which was famous in the South India. So they developed in the agricultural, forest area. They have shifted to the forest area also. Occupations. They have worked as a laborers. All this one. When you come for women, they were honored. They were heroines, foster mothers. So Panar family, they started to write the poets, and the royal women were portrayed in the Sangam literature. So Benny Kaityar, which is a poetess from the village Veni, women protecting the Thinai fields from birds, and womaner means those who are selling salt. The women also taking the power to the selling the salt in the primary productions. They are preferred to along with their husbands, and this was mentioned in the literature. Okay girls, this is about the Sangam political society. Okay. So when you come for economy, we can see the economic status of the Sangam period. That was very flourished in all over the places. They practiced agricultural, pastoralism, trade, money exchange, fishing, everything has developed. First we will go for the agricultural productions. They started to have cultivating the paddy, sugarcane, millets. They use the both wet and dry lands, riverside, tank areas, all these places they started to cultivate. So whether it might be dry lands, in the dry lands they started to use the cultivating of millets. The variety of rices they started to do, Sennel, Bennel, all these are the variety of the rice. The rice grains we can see in the Adichanallur and Porundal. So this is the agricultural productions. When you come for industries and crafts, they started to use the craft and the urbanization. Many groups started to use for the various commodities. So pottery, they started to do the activities of the pottery in large number, blackware, redware, coated one. Many potteries of the different sizes and different embossing they have done. Iron smelting, they started to do that furnaces which can have a terracotta, pipes, all these one. The evidence we can see in Kodumanal and Guttar. The Sangam literature speaks about the blacksmiths, their tools, in the warfare, swords, diggers, all they started to smelt. Then stone ornaments. The Sangam people, the variety of stones they started to use. Poor people, they started to use clay, terracotta, iron, leaves, flowers. When you come for the rich people, they started to use the copper, precious stones, gold, etc. When you come for gold jewelry, we can see the evidence for the hut gold, Pattanam in the Kerala, gold ornaments, unearthed. We can see megalithic sites, Sutukeni, Adichanallur, Kodumanal. These are the places we can see of the gold jewelry. Adichanallur, all these places is evidence for the gold jewelry. When you come for glass beads, various types of glasses, they started to use the furnace, tubes, glass beads in various shapes, colors. This is a good example for that, Archimedo and Kudikadu, which is near the Kadalur. Evidence for the glass beads industry. Okay. When you come for pearl fishing, they started doing the pearl fishing in the Pamban coast, which was found in the Keeladi site. Shell bangles they started to use. The Paratavas, they collected the conch. Conch means sangu. They started to have a use Fragments of the shell bangles. This have found in many places. Women have described this wearing of the shells in the literature. When you come for textiles, this is the important evidence. Spindling wool have been found at Kodumanal. Periplus, variety of textiles produced in the Tamil region. When you come for exchange, traders, merchants. So the primary productions of the grains, cattle, wealth, all these commodities they are using these good products founding in all the settlements. Resources are there, commodities were not available in all regions. For example, the hill region doesn't get the fish. So the coastal region they don't get the produce paddy. So they start to have a trade and they were exchanging the important for the people to exchange. So that is called as a barter system. When you come for the traders, Vanigan, Nigano, which is mentioned in Tamil Brahmi sculptures, merchant, cloth merchants, salt merchants. Salt merchants, the merchants are called as womanas. They travelled in the bullock carts along with their family. So what transport? Bullock cart only they have used. Animals were used for the transport by land. Various type of watercrafts and sea going, that is Odam, Toni, Teppam. These are the water source which was mentioned in the Tamil literature. Barter and coins. Barter exchanging the goods I told. Exchange with the rice and the precious stones. So Cheras, Cholas, Pandyas and Malayaman, they were used widely in the barter system. When you come for Tamilagam and overseas, they had a trade with other countries also. Connections with the east, west and the Roman ships they have used to cross the western side, which connect the Tamil Nadu with the western world. Spices, pepper, ivory, precious stones, all they started to use, okay, to export for the other countries. From other countries they were imported gold, silver, copper and precious stones. So Indian pottery was export to our country. So Bernik, this is a port which we can see in the Red Sea, in the coast of Egypt, and the Qasr al-Qadim, which is another port we can see in the Red Sea coast, which was mentioned in the Tamil Brahmi inscriptions. Along with that, Perumpattan, that is used as a stone which was named on that. This we can say as Swarna Bhumi in Tamil literature. Probably the Perumpattan is a goldsmith. And when you come for emergence of new towns, ports, they started to developing the cities to the building with roof tiles, modern methods they started to use, towns, streets, storehouses. So all these we can see in the Arikamedu, Kaveri Pumbadam, Alangulam, Korkai, and particularly Pattanam in Kerala. These are the more port centers. Kanjipuram, Urayur, Karur, Madurai and Kodumanal, these are the trade centers. Many goods and commodities produced. And the towns were appeared in the Sangam period. Bells, shell bangles, beads, all these was mentioned in the Tamil Brahmi script, which was found all these sites. And when you come for faith and belief, they have faith, they have nature of the society and the economics. So So they started to worship of the several deities that was mentioned in the Tolkappiyam, Mullai, Marutham, Neithal. All these landscapes, they have a Murugan, Thirumal, Indran, Varunan, Kottravai. All these are the deities which was followed in the landscapes. People also worship natural forces and dead heroes, ancestors. The force of Anangu, which is mentioned in the literature, that is, there were beliefs, many beliefs they had. Jainism were practiced. Yagna is the evidence for that. Buddhism also present in the centers. Many they are formed in the form of worship. Fine arts, when you come for the fine arts, not only they were well versed in all those one, for entertaining also they were there. Veriatal, which is a dance performance. They starting playing the musical instruments. All this was mentioned in the Sangam literature. Many in the archaeological sites also we can see. Along with this, Keeladi near Madurai, Kodumanal in Tamil Nadu, Pattanam in Kerala, all these we comes to know. Pattanam is located near North Paravur in Vadagarai village of Ernakulam, which has a contact with the western sides. And when you come for Kodumanal in Tamil Nadu, which is in the Tamil Nadu and is identified with the Kodumanam of Paditrupattu. Here we can see the iron, stone beach, shell work. Many were there, and according you have come across the megalithic burial. Here we can see 300 pottery varieties we can see. When you come for Keeladi, still they are excavating, correct girls? Which is located near Sulaiman East of Madurai and the highway to the Rameshwaram, with a large coconut garden. Palichandai tidal. There was an archaeological survey. Still now they are excavating. Yes, girls. So that's all of this lesson, girls. Thank you, girls.